Hi guys, it's Dawn, and I have harvested some echinacea today out of my yard. I grow it and I use it a lot. So I want to kind of share my process with you. These are the stems, the leaves, the flowers, the whole thing. They're in a bundle. And I will hang these to dry. There are some I'm thinking about using to make a tincture out of. Okay, and I got every part can be used for something. Okay, so I've got stems here. And then I have my leaves. These are good for teas. If you want to get into the medicinal properties, you have your roots. Let's see if I can get some light in there, maybe. There we go. These are the echinacea roots. Now, there were some growing outside of my garden. So this is what the roots are from. I pulled up the ones that were growing outside of the garden, because once you plant these, they do spread. So if you want to keep them in a certain place, you have to pull them up, which is good because the roots are also good for teas and tinctures and different medicinal properties. Now, echinacea is a flower of Hecate. So I chose the best flowers for her to put on her altar. Okay. And there were some heads that just came off, and that is fine because I can dry them. Excuse me. I can dry the flower heads out and replant them. And that's what I do with the heads. Once I have so much echinacea. This is not even 20% of what I have. But you don't want to take over 20% of a plant, okay, when you harvest. What else can I tell you about echinacea? Okay, let me look through my notes, because I made some notes for you guys. Also, a warning. Before you add anything, before you use anything, any type of herb, talk to your doctor first. Make sure that you are able to take this herb and it's not going to mess with your medications. Echinacea will mess with some medications. So it's very important that you talk to your doctor before you try to consume echinacea, either as a tea or as a topical, which they're good for wounds, poultices. So talk to a doctor first, please. Now, they have some really good properties. They are antimicrobial, antiviral, and antibacterial. They help with infections, wounds, snake bite, boosting your immune system, and inflammation, blood sugar, and anxiety. It does have some side effects for some people. It can cause nausea and dizziness, and more serious side effects like an allergic reaction include rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, and worsening of asthma. You can use a mix of the stem, leaves, and flowers to make a poultice as an antiviral in a tea, or an extract. Now, if you do an extract, you want to use fresh plants like this. And you would use the stems and the petals, the stems, the heads, and the leaves to make an extract. It also acts as a mild antiseptic. It helps against yeast infections. And if you do make a tincture for it, it will, you can use it as a topical to reduce itching and stings from insect bites, because it does have that antiseptic property. Do not use if you have allergy to ragweed. If you have an autoimmune disorder like rheumatoid arthritis or lupus, or chronic infection like HIV or TB. Please consult your doctor first before adding any herb to your daily routine. I do want to thank our Native Americans. That is where the use of echinacea came from. They passed on the knowledge of the purple cornflower to the colonists of North America, and it became popular for snakebite cleansing and healing wounds. Alright, so these are the things you can do with echinacea as far as spell work. You can do an offering for Hecate. Echinacea is one of her plants. You can use it to strengthen your powers. Grow it around the home for protection. It can be used in prosperity magic. Growing it around your house brings in prosperity. You can add it to any spell or charm, and it will increase the effectiveness of the spell or charm. It will strengthen it. If you're going to make a tincture out of it, you need 80+ proof alcohol. You can use the roots, or you can make a tincture out of the whole plant. You can make a tea out of the leaves. You can also just chew the fresh leaves. So, this is what I have been doing all day today. I wanted to share. I probably should have shared the process as I was doing it, but what I did was separate flowers, stems, and leaves. And I do have some flower heads that are going back out to be replanted. When you harvest these, I'll do another harvest closer to autumn, or into autumn, because they lose their petals, and then all you have is the head. Okay, all you have is this, and you take those, you dry them, and then when it comes around next year, you plant them, and you want to plant them probably about July. So, these they've come back year after year, and I've had them growing here 8 years. So, this is my echinacea. Also, I went ahead and finished the rest of the sage. So, I have a good bit of loose leaf sage that will be going in bath salts. This is desert sage. It's from my trip. It'll be going into bath salts and incense blends. And I'm really excited. It smells super good, you guys. I can't even tell you it smells so good. Oh, and this isn't just sage shake. It's also like some of the sage blooms. Did I just drop that? Yes, I did. See, we have some of the sage blooms. And also, there are other desert herbs in here. I'm super excited to work with it, and it smells phenomenal. Oh my God. Yes, to burn that is going to be amazing. To burn I may add some of the echinacea roots with the incense blend I'm going to make. These are leaves that do not have the long stems. They still can be used for tea. I will be taking them upstairs and separating them into baskets so they can dry. Okay, and I think that's all the information I have for you. I'm sorry about the camera moving around. I am in my bedroom at the moment, and I just did not have room to do this in my craft room, but we got it all done. Oh, that was the other thing that I was going to maybe put in the incense blend. I have some sage roots. Again, with the sage, I'm very conservative because it's hard to find. I only have roots from one plant, and it was an accident pulling it up from the roots. So I have those roots. My husband actually did it. He is very strong, and so that's how that happened. But we do have some roots. We were able to get. A lot of them were too hard. But the ones I could cut and put in a container, I did. So we have a small container of roots that can be used for a mix, or it can be used in an incense mix. Also, we went out, my friend Tammy did it for me because I could not do it. She went out and got me some dry leaves from a branch that had fallen in our yard for Hecate. So we will be burning that for her tomorrow night, because tomorrow night is the dark moon. So this is what I've been doing, guys. This is what I have. And as you can see, these will be hung. Let's see. All of these are going to be hung up and dried. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I do enjoy sharing with you guys so much. And I wanted to be able to share this with you before I got everything put up and put away. Merry meet, merry part. But most of all, love and blessings. I will see you guys soon.